So building up your own kit is a great way to enjoy the RC hobby, get the full experience, and know the inner workings of your vehicle. So if you are looking at the Traxxas Stampede 4x4 unassembled kit as a kit to get into RC with, or maybe just expand your collection, yeah, it's a great way to have fun in RC. Now, I already built this kit up for a video that we did on reasons why you want to build a kit, and I'll post a card to that video so you could check out a bit more detail on why you want to build a kit, and it'll give you some more details about the vehicle itself, some closer detailed shots of some of the parts. But in this video, I just want to do a quick review of this kit and tell you, some of the good things about it and some of the things you might want to watch out for. So again, it's pretty much a full build up kit. They do a couple of things for you, which I really like. They go ahead and assemble the steering tie rods, which can be a little bit of a pain for some. They go ahead and assemble the servo saver for the steering system in there, which can be a little tricky for some people to do. I also like that they go ahead and assemble the shock cartridges, so those are put together nice and easily. The shock actually comes together, and you have to take it apart to put the oil in, and they actually go and give you the oil as well. And finally, they assemble the sliding drive shafts. The universals are already put together, and that is a really tricky part, so that is really nice. But once you really dive into this kit, it is very simple to assemble. They have a really great instruction manual, so if you've never assembled a kit before, this is a great manual that will really teach you all the different parts of putting a car together, showing you the hardware, and the sizes of the hardware are really easy to find, and you just place a screw on top of the picture and you know that is the correct screw to put in. And I mean, just everything is well detailed, lines showing you where to put stuff, so they do a great job. So if you are kind of frightened about putting a kit together, maybe you've had ready to runs before, this is a great kit to really learn with. Now, other features I really like on this, it's a four-wheel drive kit, which is awesome for bashing, independent suspension, of course, oil-filled shocks, as I mentioned. It's got a gear differential front and rear. Again, they give you the oil, so you put the oil in there, and they of course give you some grease to grease the gears. And it's a great drive system. It's a basic drive system. It's a little toned down from the VXL version. The VXL version has a aluminum drive shaft in the center. This has a composite drive shaft in the center. But basically this truck right here is a kit version of the brushed Stampede 4x4, just without the electronics. And they actually have a couple of different packages. They have just a kit by itself, and then they have a kit with a TQI radio system. This was actually just the kit by itself, and I went and put my own electronics in, and that's something that might pique your interest as well. Maybe you have a kit already, maybe you have a truck already, maybe you're ready to run and you're just tired of driving it. You want something new, or maybe it's not repairable anymore and you want to transfer your good electronics into something. This would be a great truck for you. You could go and put other electronics in here. You get to basically select what you want to power this thing, what you want to control it. And I just went with some Traxxas stuff. That was actually my situation. I had a brushed Traxxas speed controller on hand. I had the 12-turn Titan motor. I actually had a 2075X steering servo out of a Traxxas UDR. And so those are some pretty good electronics that I just dropped right into here. They were used, but they're going to work great in here. I actually had a TQI radio system on hand, a brand new one, so that went in here as well. And then of course I have a bunch of Traxxas batteries on hand from all my other Traxxas vehicles, so that is going to power it. But back to the kit, again, really nice, easy to assemble. It's got the high ground clearance chassis on there, so it's a great bashing truck. The suspension on this feels fantastic. The suspension is pretty tough. We got fixed camber links on top, so you don't have to worry about adjusting anything. And the shock towers are proven to be tough on this. It's a very durable, fun machine. The body also comes clear on this, so you could learn how to paint a body. If you're not really into learning how to paint a body, it's really simple to get a great paint job with just one color. They do give you the decals, so you can go spray this thing white, slap some decals on there, and you've got a great looking truck. I of course did a 3-color paint job here with just some masking tape and 3 cans of paint. I think it turned out great. But it's really a kit that you could get into and have fun with, learn a lot about RC with, or it's just another vehicle again to add to your collection. If you got some electronics to drop in here, it's a fun kit to build up. Now it's about $200 for this kit, and there really aren't any other 4-wheel drive full full assembled truck buildup kits out there. So I think it's actually priced pretty well for what you're getting in here. And again, it's a durable truck. So that's all the good stuff about it. Now you probably want to know, is there any tough part of building this car? Is there anything wrong with this truck? Not really. The only real issue I have with this truck is the wheels and tires. They are not glued, so you have to glue them, and they are a tough tire to glue onto the rim. You do have to go and clean the bead of the tire and the wheel and then apply your glue, but just getting the bead into that wheel, little on the tough side. So that would be the only part I would say you need to worry about. If anything, it's just a bit time consuming to glue these tires up, and that's my only concern for this vehicle. But other than that, it's certainly a truck you can grow into. There's a lot of hop-up parts out for this, so you could go and customize this machine later on down the road and just continue to make it really exciting. All right, that's my quick overview of the Stampede 4x4. Let's go out and run it, and of course, at the end, I'll give you my performance report of how it did. So now's the time we talk about performance, and I'm going to try to make this really quick because the Stampede 4x4 itself has been out for quite some time, and there's a lot of fans of this truck. Now, I built this up with a brush system, which is a tame power system in the world of RC cars nowadays, and I just ran it on a 2S battery pack, and in that form, it is just a blast to drive around, especially for someone that's getting into it, someone that's building a kit for the first time. They are going to have a lot of fun with this truck. It's got plenty of power to launch off of jumps, and it's just got the right amount of power, so when you do go off of a jump, it just sails nice and flat through the air and always lands on all four corners. You could even get a little off camber off of some of the jumps. It will land pretty well, and if you do manage to get this thing really out of shape, it just kind of tumbles and cartwheels around, and then you have to go flip it over. It's a pretty tough machine. You know, it's not going so fast that it's going to break something, but it's fast enough to where it's going to give you some excitement. The general feel of power on this thing, again, brushed, so it's not crazy fast, but it's enough to, you know, rip up some dirt and tear up some grass and stuff like that. Now onto the steering, it's got plenty of steering to get around a BMX track, your backyard, stuff like that. I put that metal geared servo in there because I got to build it, and then of course it works just fine, especially in this application. The big thing here is it's a kit you could build, and you could build it to your specs. And you know, if you are looking for your first kit to build, and building a kit may be scary to you, this is really a great kit to consider. They have some excellent instructions, and the truck really just goes together nice and easily, I think. I mean, I could really put this together in probably just a couple of hours, and that's with painting the body a single color. So you could get out there pretty quick once you build this up and have a lot of fun with it. All right, guys, the Traxxas Stampede 4x4 kit is a fun vehicle. It is a great vehicle to get into, and you know, I am going to keep driving this. I'm going to hand the radio system over to my kids, and they're going to have fun with it. It's perfectly powered for them. So if you have any questions about this kit, please feel free to throw it in the comment section below. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell, and we'll see you back here soon for some more reviews, how-tos, and even projects.